I'm just waiting for the train to go away. That's so good. Why? Good morning. If you can hear the train behind me, I apologize, but it's a long one and I don't want to wait. Welcome to a fall vlog. I wanted to make a vlog dedicated to fall and getting ready for fall because every fall I get so much FOMO, feeling like I didn't utilize the very little time we have with like peak fall. I always see like the aesthetic pictures and seeing what everyone else is doing, and I always get FOMO. So this year I wanted to make a video dedicated to fall, so I felt like I actually did something. So as you saw yesterday, me and my boyfriend went to an apple orchard and then like a pumpkin patch area. It's really cute. It's about an hour and a half away from our house, so we made the day of it. It was his day off, so we decided to go. We went a little earlier than we have in the past. We've gone every year that we've been together, so it's like this little tradition that we do now, and we got such good stuff. It was so much fun, and then we got so much stuff from the gift shops that I'm really excited to use. We went to two different places. We went to an apple orchard called the Apple Hut, and then we went to more of like a pumpkin patch and corn maze, which is called Skelly's. And the Apple Hut, we got an apple cider and then some donuts. And then because they make fresh apple cider donuts, which are phenomenal, they are so good. We only have one left and it's been 2 days. My boyfriend did bring some to his coworkers, but I'm really sad. We might have to go back in October. And then we got apples, and I think that's all we got from the Apple Hut. We got a bunch of apples because we have a juicer and we've been making fresh apple juice, which is really, really good. But sometimes when you get them from the store, it's just not worth the money. This time we got some of their like B grade apples that are a little bruised, because those will be perfect for juicing. So they're a little cheaper. And then we went to Skelly's and I got a bunch of stuff from their gift shop. We got this delicious peach apple cider. I don't know why I haven't tried that sooner because it's absolutely phenomenal, like so freaking good. And then I got a bunch of different syrups. I got a blueberry syrup, I got maple syrup, I got, what was the other one that I got? What was the other one that I got? I don't remember. And then I got an apple butter, and all of those I'm gonna use for my coffees. I want to try making like different fall coffees, so I got a bunch of apple stuff for my fall coffees. And then we also got some brats because my boyfriend saw them and they sound really good. Like a loaded baked potato brat sounds really good, and I just don't know how that is created or how they make that, but I'm excited to try it. We got a bunch of different goodies, and then I got this little farm stuffy that I've already put on my bookshelf because I want to put this little farm stuffy right by my small town romances because I think that'd be really cute. And it also reminds me of my grandpa's barn. Before my grandparents retired, they had a farm, and then when I was growing up, they had horses. They transferred their veal barn into like a machine shop, so it was just my grandpa's shop, and then they kept the other barn for the horses, so it reminded me of my grandpa's barn. So I got that little stuffy, and then it'll be perfect for small town romance books, just for a little decor. And that was most of what we did. We got home, we got some deep dish pizza because we didn't want to cook, and it was a really good day, and I'm excited that I can already check some things off of my fall bucket list. In this video video, I want to do some more fall related things. I want to make a fall bucket list, a reasonable fall bucket list, just because this year I want to be more intentional about getting out of the house, actually utilizing fall, because fall is my favorite season. But then every time the seasons come, I just don't really utilize them. Like I'll maybe do one thing. Like last year for Christmas, we went to like a Kris Kringle market and it was really fun, but I felt like that was really the only fun thing I did. My dad came into town and we did some fun stuff, but if it's just me, like I'm not gonna utilize the holidays like I should. So this year, we're just gonna make a reasonable list of things that I could do and will do with my time off, and it'll be fun. So we're gonna do some fun things around the house. I thought about going fall decor shopping, but I really don't need much fall decor since Halloween is my favorite holiday of all time. I have so much decor already. I think instead of shopping, we're gonna go through what I already have and decide what we want to put out, what we want to get rid of, because some stuff I've kind of aged out of because it was stuff I got in college from like the dollar section at Target. So we'll go through that stuff. We're gonna make my fall coffees, and then today, one thing that I'm gonna put on my bucket list that we will already get done today, which I'm really excited about, is I want to go to a coffee shop and try their fall drinks and fall pastries, because I think that would be really fun. One, I want to support more local coffee chains because I don't even really go out for coffee that often since we have an espresso and I'm too lazy to leave the house. I'm such a homebody that I can find whatever I need at home. So one, it's pushing me to get out of the house. Two, it's supporting a local business. And three, I get to try new things that I haven't had before, because I also get in a rut where I will order a vanilla latte or a caramel latte every time. So we're gonna try something new, and then I'm also gonna read there. So I started Morbidly Yours. I wanted to include like a fall inspired book for this vlog. So we're gonna read Morbidly Yours together. It's by Ivy Fairbanks. I'm 52 pages in, and so far it's very cute and very fun. So I think it'll just be a cute little romance, and we're gonna get a coffee. We're going to get a pastry of some kind, and then we're going to read Morbidly Yours at the coffee shop. Hopefully there's room, because I know this coffee shop can get kind of busy, but it is it's a Friday morning. It's about 10 o'clock. Hopefully by the time we get over there, it's not too crowded. On a Friday, you never know, because I feel like some people work from home on Fridays. Some people have Fridays off. Some people will be working, so I don't know how busy it's gonna get. And what's also really annoying is that it's hot today, so I don't know if I'm gonna sit inside or outside. I'd prefer to sit outside, but if there's no chairs, then we'll figure it out, because they have indoor and outdoor seating, but not much of it. We'll see. Let's go over there and see what we can get. I'm excited. I don't even know what their menu is like, so we're finding out together. I did the worst parallel parking, and I'm honestly really embarrassed about it, so let's just go. I just got back from the coffee shop. I read for like 45 minutes, but I just get really awkward. But on my way back to my car, I stopped in this little boutique, and I wanted to show you what I got because I didn't expect such cute things. This is like a little puzzle, but it's like Halloween, a little Halloween puzzle. And it's little, it's 240 pieces. I thought it was really, really adorable. And these are like the brands that are at Barnes & Noble. So I thought that was really, really cute. Last year I got a Christmas one, and that one was really fun to put together. I also just love this packaging in the circle tin, and then with like the design. I just love it. And then I also got this little frame because I saw it when I first walked in, and it's adorable. It's a ceramic frame, and I thought I could put a picture of me and my boyfriend or my dogs in it. It's so cute. It looks hand painted. I don't know if it actually is. Can you see? But it's got little like flowers. I'm gonna tell myself they're tulips because those are my favorite flower. This was only $15 too, because at first I was like, oh, that's really cute. Like when I paint pottery next time, I should make one of these. But if you wanted to paint this, it'd probably be at least 30, and this one's 15, and it's really cute, and I can just put any little photo in here and then probably put it on my bookshelf. bookshelf because everything goes on the bookshelf. But that's my little haul. And the puzzle was $14 or $15 too, I believe. Yeah, the puzzle was $14.95 and the frame was $14.95. So it was only like 30 bucks. I paid 32 with taxes and stuff. Pretty good haul, and it's from a local business. So I thought that was really adorable. These are my finds, on brand for the fall vlog. It's a little puzzle. I just spilled so much water on myself. But I went to the coffee shop and I wanted to get fall things, but they didn't have any fall drinks in stock besides their chai, and I'm not a big chai person, so I decided to get the churro latte, which was very good. But then for food, all they really had was the apple cider donut, so I got that, even though I wanted something more savory. But the donut ended up just being like way too sweet. I could only finish half of it, and now like I feel a little sick because it was just too much sweetness together, because the donut was very sweet, the coffee was very sweet, and now I just feel ill. But I'm still tired, so I'm gonna drink a witch's brew, which is even more sugar, but maybe I'll have like a salty snack with it. But I'm just still tired. I keep yawning and it's noon, so I need some caffeine. This is the new witch's brew, which I've been told is less caramely and more of like a green apple flavor, so we're gonna try it. I agree. The caramel's still there. I will say the caramel is still present, but I do think it is less than the last one because I still have some from last year in my fridge, and I had one the other day. This one, I feel like it's a better balance because I do love the caramel flavor in the old one, but I do feel like this is a better balance of caramel and apple. But Witch's Brew has a lot of diehard fans, so I'll probably be yelled at for saying that. Also fitting that we're using the ghosty cup. If you're new, I make these cups as part of my small business, and the ghosty one is one of my favorites, so I use it all year round. But it is now fitting for the fall. Really good. Gotta get my water in, my energy in. Okay, since I don't feel well, I'm going to lay down and read on the couch because I was liking Morbidly Yours. I got through, I don't know, probably 10 to 15 pages maybe, because I kept getting distracted because it was so noisy. So I'm going to keep reading and kind of just lay low. And then later we'll go through like a vision board, to-do list for the fall type thing, and some other stuff. We'll do all the fun stuff later. I just need to lay down for a sec. love watching just random Disney oldies videos as my ambiance, but I wanted to quickly pause the video and check in about Morbidly Yours because I'm trying to finish it tonight, and I'm on page 190 and there's a total of 330-ish pages. This book is really sweet. I don't know if I talked about what it's about. The male main character is Callum, and he is a mortician, and he lives in this small town in in Ireland called Galloway. Not sure how it's specifically pronounced. I've enjoyed learning more about Irish language and slang. In the very beginning of the book, she has a dictionary basically that informs the reader about certain words that she uses throughout the book, and also the pronunciation of certain names. I don't know if you can see that. The characters' names like Saoirse, Effie, Teague, Deirdre, Hodrig, I believe is the pronunciation of all of those. And then certain words like falcha, which is not spelled how it sounds at all, and that means welcome. So certain things like that, it has the pronunciation and translation, because I'm someone who, when I'm reading, I kind of narrate it in my head. If it's a word that I don't know, I have to flip back and forth to get the pronunciation right. Otherwise, in my head, I'll just be saying it wrong the entire time. Sometimes that's why I prefer audiobooks, because they'll always pronounce it right and double check with the author about pronunciation. Another thing about this author that I really appreciate is one day when I was reading, I went to the very back to learn more about the author because I'd never read one of Ivy Fairbanks's books before. And in the back it says, Ivy Fairbanks is a shameless consumer of rom-com books, hazelnut coffee, and hosier music, which, same. Not necessarily in that order. Living with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome has made her a believer in the importance of representation in romance. Ivy writes stories where diverse and disabled characters find love, acceptance, and their happily ever afters. She lives in the Tampa Bay area with her husband and son. At any given moment, she is probably trapped under a sleepy tabby cat. Morbidly Yours is her debut novel. And I always appreciate someone who includes diverse characters in her books, and to know that it's because she has her own struggles with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I really appreciate that even more. I love learning about diverse characters and people who are different to me and may not be a community I'm a part of, but I also just love learning about the different struggles and benefits and beauties in different people. So that has always been one of my favorite parts about reading, is because an author can make their character into whatever they want, and they can include representation in any way that they want, which is always really fun and exciting. She uses diversity with Callum because he is very recluse because he struggles with a stutter, and it's really impacted him his entire life. His parents kind of abandoned him as a baby, so he was raised by his grandparents. He was an only child. He really struggled because his family comes from this mortuary background. He doesn't have any siblings. He has a stutter, so he was always that quote-unquote weird kid in high school, or just in school in general, so he never really fit in. He never really had friends. So he's a bit of a loner, a bit of a shy person, but in the story, he has to find someone to marry because when he turns 35, his grandpa wrote in his will that he will not inherit the family business unless he is married by his 35th birthday. And he did that to challenge Callum, because Callum is such a recluse that he wanted to challenge his grandson to get out there to meet people and to find the love of his life, because the grandpa was afraid that once he died that Callum would be all alone and wouldn't have any friends or any family left, which I can really empathize with. I can understand that that's a very difficult place to be in, and you want to set up your only living family member for success. But obviously Callum is really struggling. It is almost his 35th birthday and he still doesn't have a girlfriend. He doesn't have really any choices. He's been going through some dating apps and he has not been having any luck until Lark moves in next door. But Lark is going through her own journey. She just lost her husband and she is going through a lot of grief. I believe her husband passed 2 years ago, so it's been some time, but she is still very racked in grief and regret and anger and sadness because the way that her husband died, she holds a lot of guilt for. So that is also part of her journey, and she made a promise to her late husband. I think it was after he died, so she didn't make it to him, I believe, but she promised him that she would never meet or be in a relationship with another person. So right now I'm at the point where they're kind of realizing how good they are together. She never planned to be in Ireland that long. She got a job opportunity and she's going to leave once the opportunity is over. So she never planned to be here for over a year or two, and Callum needs a wife and a life partner. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how they even end up together, because since it's a romance book, you know they're gonna end up together. But I'm at the point of the book where I don't even know how this is gonna be possible, just because right now they're so different. They want very different things out of life. Lark does not want kids. Callum wants kids. They're very different. They're in very different parts of their life. They want very different things. So it's very interesting to see kind of where this goes. I am having a really good time with this book. It is very different, which I really appreciate. I love when a romance book can be different, because sometimes I feel like contemporary romance, they kind of all mix together, but I love when an author can put a twist on something that's different from anything I've ever read. I've never read about a mortician in Ireland in a romance book. Like, that's just something I never even would have thought of, and that's something that I'm really gonna try to explore in the fall, is reading more, not even spooky, but just different types of romance, because I really do love romance, but I like when it's a little different. I like when things are more special, more unique, because, you know, we love a billionaire romance, we love a college hockey romance, we love a cowboy romance, but when are you gonna read about a mortician and all the things that a mortician does and what it's like to be in a relationship with a mortician? Because I've never even met a mortician that's my age, so I can't even imagine what it's like to date a mortician and be neighbors with a mortician and be friends with a mortician. Nothing against the morticians of the world. You are a very needed job. I highly respect morticians and everything that they do, but it's just such a rare job compared to finance or marketing or XYZ that you just never really meet them and really see what their life is like, because I can't imagine how difficult it is to be working in a place of such sorrow and people who are dealing with such difficult times. Like, you see a family on one of the worst days of their life and one of the worst weeks of their life, and I can't imagine how hard that job is. So it's really interesting to see how much heart Callum has. Even though he's a fictional character, I can imagine there's a Callum out there. I can imagine there's a million Callums out there that really put their heart and soul into their job and really appreciate the special things about their job. And there was even a moment where he had a child case where he had to bury an, I don't know if it was an infant or a toddler, the author didn't specify, but he said that he never charges the family because that is such a tragic loss, that he cares so deeply that he will never charge a family when they have to bury their child. And even that little detail, I'm like, that is so like beyond kind. Like, kind isn't a big enough word for what that is. And I just imagine someone in the real world doing that for a family, and it just warms my heart, and it makes me so grateful for anyone who is in this career. And it's just so special when an author can create such a warm feeling for underrepresented people and career path and personalities and everything about that. So those are my thoughts so far. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can tonight. It's already kind of late. It's almost midnight, so I'm gonna try to read like 50 pages and then hopefully finish it tomorrow. I also made pumpkin bread tonight and it was delicious. I can't wait to have more of that in the morning. My dogs have been going batshit crazy all morning for this German Shepherd that's outside. They should know that we love German Shepherds. Gus, you are a German Shepherd. You should know that we love German Shepherds. Welcome. I have my apple cider, and we are going to be recapping Morbidly Yours and then creating our fall wish list, bucket list, whatever it's called. But do you know what's absolutely diabolical? Is that all I want to do is wear my hoodie and my jeans, because hoodie and jeans and hoodie and sweats are my favorite outfits to wear anytime I can, but it's 85 degrees out. It is September 19th and it's still 85 degrees out. It's so upsetting. I just want crisp fall weather. 50, 55, 60 degrees, a little wind, a bunch of fall leaves on the ground. Why is it 85 degrees? Why could I still go swimming in September? That shouldn't be allowed. But first we are going to recap Morbidly Yours. I finished it yesterday and I have a few thoughts. First, continuing the fact that I really appreciate that the male main character is a mortician, because you get to learn more about the complexities of that role. Also, Lark just being so caught up in her own grief and going through the intense emotions that come with grief and feeling that survivor's guilt almost, where you feel like you can't be happy because they didn't get the choice to be happy. So that was very interesting to see as someone who's gone through different levels of grief. It's interesting to see it play out for somebody else, because while I've lost a lot of family members, I haven't lost a spouse, especially a spouse at a young age. I believe Lark's in her 20s, like late 20s, I believe. I don't know if it ever really stated how old she is. She might be late 20s, early 30s. Losing a spouse that young and being a widow that young, I can't imagine like what that does to your identity, to your growth as a person, to how you view relationships and safety and love and everything like that. So that was really interesting to see. Overall, I gave it a 4-star. I do think it's a very like cute and fun romance. It's a little corny, some parts were a little cringy, but if you want just a cute, fun, dumb romance that also intertwines different, more deep topics, I feel like this is a very good read for that. It's not like super intense, you know, character development and all this like dramatic, thought-provoking like scenes. It's more just like fun, interesting, kind of gives you a deeper insight on people who might be very different from you. So I do think it's a good book to read. It's got great fall vibes. It's not entirely based on the fall. It kind of goes through like a year-long period, I believe. Very interesting, and I do recommend overall. Like I said, I rated it 4 stars. It's a pretty good rating, and it's just fun. It's just cute and fun. Sometimes you just need something that's cute and fun and not like too over the top. Now we have to plan our fall wish list because it's already September 19th and I already feel like fall is flying by. So I want to make an intentional list of things to do during this fall season instead of sitting on my couch like I do every day. So I included some things in this video earlier that I've already done so we can kind of check those off the list. I don't know why my notes app is not working on my computer, but I'm also gonna pull up Pinterest on my computer to get some inspiration of things that I could do. I don't want to make the list too long. I want to make it manageable, but also enough that I feel like I could really enjoy fall. I also hate how many ads are on Pinterest nowadays. I did that one hack from TikTok where I forgot what I did, but it was like supposedly to get ads out, and it worked for a little bit, but now they're all back. I don't remember what I even did to do that, but let me screen record so you guys can follow along. So we have many things that come up. I'm gonna click on this one first. Sew a quilt. Sewing is on my bucket list to do this year. I just have to buy a sewing machine. The budget's kind of tight at the moment, so that is definitely on the list. We can buy an autumn cookbook. Cookbooks aren't really my thing. I feel like they're always just wasted space on my counter. At least for me, since social media is always posting new recipes, I always just save them on my phone. We did get pumpkin donut, bake an autumn treat. We did make pumpkin bread, so I did do that. Romanticize autumn. We will try our best. A foliage walk. That could be nice. I do take my dogs out every day, so I could just be more mindful, I guess. A bakery crawl. I never knew that was a thing. An autumn movie night would be very fun. Decorate your home. Read your autumn TBR. I do plan on doing that. I do plan on decorating as well. I just won't go as all out as I have done in the past. I'm just not in the decorating mood because this place that I'm staying in right now is very temporary. We do plan to move in the spring. So it's just, I just haven't been in the mood to decorate. So I might put out like a few little things. That's also why I've decided not to include going through all my decorations in this video. One, because I feel like the video is already getting long enough, but two, because I just don't really feel like going through them right now. I don't really feel like decorating. Like I said, I might just go through the bin a little bit, pick out my favorite stuff, but I'm just not in the mood. I feel like it won't be until we move and kind of get settled that I'll get back in the mood, but we'll see. Make a gratitude list. I probably should just do that all the time. Go thrifting. Ooh, that could be a good idea. Go to a football game, host a Friendsgiving, and an autumn puzzle. Okay, those were some good ideas. Let's see what some other ones say. Sunflower field, pumpkin patch, bake cookies. Carved pumpkins is definitely on the list. So we will do, ooh, I like that this one also has a what to watch list because I always feel like I'm looking for all of these things to watch and I never have them written down, and all I can remember are the classics like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Corpse Bride, Nightmare Before Christmas, but this is a good one to also look at. So let's make a little list. I'm also gonna add the things that we have done because it's just more fun that way. I actually feel productive. So we're gonna do apple picking because we already did that, kind of. We didn't actually pick them, we just grabbed a bag of apples, but we went to an apple orchard. And then we'll do bake a fall treat. So we already did that. I do want to go back and visit a pumpkin patch / carve pumpkins. That I do want to do, and I haven't done yet. Then, ooh, a fall movie night. We went to a coffee shop to get a fall drink, which I was kind of disappointed with. See, so this has sunflower field, pumpkin patch, baked cookies, carved pumpkins, paint a picture, trick or treat, have a fair date, Halloween party, peaceful walks, watch sunrise, sunset, dress up for Halloween. I do want to dress up for Halloween. I doubt I'm gonna go anywhere, but I just like to have something to do. Have a sleepover, homecoming, movie night, picnic. Homecoming is on there twice. Concert, cabin trip, make Halloween treats, decorate for fall, escape room, candle making, take cute pic, birthday dinner, Halloween nails, DIY project. Okay, that one's more specific for that person, I'm assuming. I do want to get through my fall TBR, so I'm just gonna put that on there because that's something that will make me feel more productive when I actually can write things that I'm planning on doing already. Read fall TBR. Whoops. Okay. Drink a pumpkin spice latte. I feel like I do have to drink a pumpkin spice latte at some point. I had the pumpkin cream cold brew when we went apple picking, as you saw, but I feel like I have to get at least one pumpkin spice latte. Carve a pumpkin, make apple cider. I drank apple cider, but I don't think I'm gonna be making apple cider. Make a pie. Neither me or my boyfriend really like pie, so we'll skip on that. Sit by a fire. I will if I can find a place to make a fire. bonfire. Maybe I am going to a wedding next weekend, so maybe they'll have a bonfire there. Get something fall scented. I did get fall candles already. Wear fuzzy socks, get fall nails, go to a football game, bake pumpkin bread, chai latte, fall photo shoot, hayride, roast marshmallows, pumpkin patch, movie day, Gilmore Girls, pumpkin seeds, haunted house, not really my thing, decorate the house, cozy book, listen to Halloween music, that one is a must, Halloween Just Dance, that's funny, bike ride, Bath and Body Works, go to a cafe, fall festival. I'm gonna write find a fall festival because that just sounds fun. I love doing them for Christmas time, so I'm gonna try to go out of my way to find one for fall. There actually is one for fall in my neighborhood, but it's being held on the weekend that I'm out of town, so I'm really upset about that, but we'll find another one. Buy a cozy sweater, Friendsgiving, fall picnic. Ooh, one that I saw somebody else do, I want to have a fall themed dinner where I try different fall recipes. So we're gonna do try fall recipes / themed dinner. That'll be fun because I feel like I make the same things over and over again, or I just make practical things. I want to make fun fall themed plates and desserts and like fun stuff, you know? I could go to a drive-in theater since it is still very warm. Boo basket. I made a boo basket for my boyfriend last year. That was fun. Dress up for Halloween. Corn maze. We already did our corn maze. Let me put corn maze on here. So do a corn maze. That way I feel, again, more productive. I think everything else, homemade pizza would be fun. Let's see what else is on here. Go on a hike, have a not so scary party, buy Halloween candy. I should buy Halloween candy. Cook pumpkin soup. I made enchilada soup and I made chili. We have baked cinnamon rolls. I should paint my nails, but I haven't done my nails in like a year. Let's see, game night, Friendsgiving. We could try to do Friendsgiving, but most of my friends are out of state and my boyfriend's friends are kind of like busy and all over the place, so we can try to do that. I just don't know if that's gonna end up happening. I think we have a pretty good list. I do want to make a separate list for what to watch. I do want to start Gilmore Girls. I've never seen it. I don't think I have enough time to get through all of it during the fall, so I might just start it, at least watch a few episodes. I am really missing Vampire Diaries. Me and my boyfriend watched it last year around this time. Went through the whole thing. It was phenomenal. It was the first time I'd watched it all the way through, so we could do that. Yes, I feel like we have to watch Scream. We have to watch Coraline. I want to watch a Halloween movie or Friday the 13th. I want to watch Corpse Bride. We already watched Casper. I want to watch Haunted Mansion because I've been asking to watch Haunted Mansion for almost a month now. Do I want to watch Twilight? I'm gonna read Twilight. I'm gonna put on my list read Twilight because I do really want to make a reading vlog reading Twilight because I've never read Twilight before, and they're coming out with special editions for the anniversary, so I really want to get the special edition box set and then read them. I feel like that'd be really, really fun. Ooh, Hotel Transylvania. That's a good one. Usually I would watch The Addams Family, but since we've been watching the show Wednesday, I feel like I'm good for The Addams Family. We just watched The Hunger Games. Let me see if there's any other what to watch. Vampire Diaries, Gilmore Girls, Twilight, Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus. Hot take, Halloween Town isn't my favorite movie. I do like Hocus Pocus, but I feel like I watch it every year and I want to watch some new things. Goosebumps, maybe Goosebumps. I haven't seen Goosebumps in forever. Sleepy Hollow, I haven't seen that one either. You can put Sleepy Hollow on the list. I feel like we have a very big list and I want to keep it, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to keep it reasonable, so maybe we'll find one more thing to kind of cap our list. Paint nails, have a fall photo shoot. Maybe I should just paint my nails because that's something that's always attached to me. It can remind me of the holiday spirit and I'm seeing it on every single list, so we're gonna paint our nails. Paint nails like dark red. This one says deep Merlot and I feel like that's a great way to feel festive and feel like a coven leader is to paint them like dark red or black. Okay, I think we have a pretty good list and we're gonna start with the ones we've already done. So we've gone apple picking, we've baked a treat, we have gone to a coffee shop for a fall drink. We are currently reading our fall TBR, but I'm not gonna click that one yet. We did a corn maze. I think that's it. So that is where we will kind of cap our list. I'm glad that we have like an idea of what to do, something for me to focus on and keep reminding myself of what I want to do for the season because I think that'd be fun. I'm so glad that we finally have our list. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was a little different. It was kind of like a mix and match and hodgepodge of all the things I did this week for the fall. I'm really excited for fall. It is my favorite season, but it goes by so quick, so I'm trying to be a little more intentional about how I spend the season. I do still have a list of things that I want to do, like juice the apples that we got at the apple orchard. I want to go to Trader Joe's and find different fall snacks. So if I do that, I will take you along and put it in a reading my fall TBR video, because I do plan on making a video like that. So I will make sure you guys are still included, because I love to kind of just like document my life, and I think it's really fun to do that. So please stick around if you like more bookish content. Usually I post book related videos like reading vlogs, TBR vlogs, TBR videos, reading wrap-ups. If you like anything book related, please subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.